Hi, I'm Carla. I watch a myriad of crochet vlogcasts on YouTube, and I decided that I would like to do my own. I apologize that I'm not looking straight at the camera. I can't tell on my iPad where looking straight at the camera is or looking straight at you. So I appear to be looking off. I'm really looking straight at the screen. So I want to start off by telling you a little bit about me. I live in Oklahoma. I'm a born again Christian and I love people enough to tell them that. So if you have any questions about what I just said there, please contact me on YouTube or on my email. I'll put that below. Um, Crochet, I just started in February crocheting. I know I'm coming to it a little later in life than most people, but I am a crafter of a long, long time. I started out making clothing and things for my kids when they were small, and I used to be a department manager of crafts at a large retailer, Crafts and Fabrics. I enjoyed doing that. And most of the things I make are quilts. I've been a quilter for many, many years and decided I wanted something I could do while my husband watches a lot of TV. So I decided to take up crochet because that's easy. The other thing is, I'm also a midwife, and so sometimes when you're waiting for a baby to come, there's time that you can spend doing something. And I thought crochet is the perfect thing, and I crochet hats and blankets for my moms and babies, and I crochet a lot of hats and scarves and blankets for friends and family. I've even started crocheting some other things like amigurumis, and I'm excited to do all the things I get to do. Like I said, I'm a midwife. That's my full time profession. I'm a mom of two. My kids are both in their 20s and married and out on their own. So I have that little emptiness thing going. My husband and I live together here in exciting Oklahoma, and we've been married 29 years. And we have two dogs. Jake is a pit bull lab rescue mix, and he's very needy and very loving. I'm sure they'll be scratching on the door to one in. And my other dog is my little 9 month old Neville. He is a half Yorkshire Terrier, half miniature Australian Shepherd. And he's kind of a rescue. The lady I got him from had a full blood Yorkshire and a full blood miniature Australian Shepherd, and they had a unplanned relationship, and that resulted in 7 puppies. And so, while I didn't get him from a rescue place, he was not like bred to be sold. And not that I have anything against breeders or full bred dogs. I think they're wonderful. I think there's some very ethical people out there who do breeding and sell their animals. But my thing is, there's so many dogs that need a home and need love, and so I'd have way more than two, but my husband's not thrilled with the idea of having more than two, and so I'm trying to be nice and not get more. So I'm going to be looking at my notes a little bit. I'm sorry. This is my first vlogcast, and so got to look at notes. So I want to do some shout outs. I learned to crochet on YouTube by watching Melanie Ham, who is awesome. She's also a quilter and a crocheter, and I learned by watching her videos, her instructional videos, and she does a great job, and I'd recommend her to anybody. Since then, I started looking around on YouTube and found other people who do vlogcasts and who do tutorials, and they're all wonderful too. So now I have this huge list of people. So the next person I found was Crystal at Bag a Day. Love Crystal. She's awesome. Ella at No Catchy Name. She is so fun and she's so sweet, and I just love watching her vlogcasts. And I have really cute project bags that I've gotten from Miss Ella. She's awesome. And some cute stitch markers, progress keepers, whatever you want to call them. Krista at Secret Yarnery. She's really great. I really like watching her. And Kavita, they're so fun. Setta's Place, Setta. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman, and I really enjoy watching her too. And I always have a smile when I'm watching her vlogcast, and you know, a lot of these people are doing Vlogtober, so I get to see them more than once a week, and it's nice. Hannah at Cozy Cottage Crochet, she's phenomenal. I really enjoy her. She just went to England and Scotland and Ireland, and she did some really great videos. If you didn't see those, jump over on her Cozy Cottage Crochet channel and watch those, because you know, I've never been able to go and I've always wanted to, and she just did such a great job showing things off. And she is a fellow Potterhead like I am. I know I'm a little old for that, but I do enjoy my Harry Potter. Claire at Bob Wilson 123, she does some really great tutorials, and I like watching her. She's all around the world in Australia, so that's fun. Stephanie at It's Crochet O'Clock. Terry at Yarn Joy. Claudia at Crochet Luna. I really enjoy watching Claudia. I've actually just discovered her a couple of weeks ago, so I've been going back and watching all her vlogcasts. I'm one of those people, when I find somebody and I enjoy their vlogcast, I go all the way back to the beginning and just binge watch them like people binge watch stuff on Netflix. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a crochet nerd. It's okay. Glenda Winkleman at Creative Grandma. I really enjoy Glenda. She's so sweet. She's just always apologizing for pronouncing names wrong. A lot of vlogcasters do that. And I'm sure there are some pronunciation and grammar police out there who are going to, you know, put things on your YouTube channel, but they just need to move on, because everybody makes a slip once in a while and says something wrong or mispronounces a name, and it's not intentional. So we just need to be nice to one another. Like Ella says, we need to be kind to one another. Haley Maley, I love Haley. She's so fun. I love watching her. She's a really great inspiration to me. Debbie at the Canadian Crocheter, which I think is hilarious that she calls herself a crocheter. I enjoy watching her too, and she has some great tutorials and some really pretty finished objects. I like watching that. Grace at GB Maltese, she does some crochet and some diamond painting. I don't know that I'd ever had the patience for diamond painting. However, you know, it is fun to watch her do it and to see her finished canvases, because they're really pretty. Sarah Satch. Sarah's a lot of fun. She has you clink in with your tea or your coffee or whatever when she does her lives, and she does some really good tutorials too. Margaret Olander. Margaret's got a great little vlogcast that she does, and I enjoy that. I also like Anya at Ophelia Talks. She does some really cool videos too of when she goes and does things, and I like doing that, watching those too. And then Catherine at Crafternoon Treats. She's really great to watch. And, you know, again, some of these people are in other countries, and so it's so fun to see what's popular there and the different yarns and things. And, you know, I've ordered some yarns from other countries that are popular in other countries, because I just like the look of them and I want to try them out. Finished objects. So at this point, I'm probably going to turn the camera away from me so that you can see my finished objects. And I don't know if I'll record more of me or not. You know, I'm not a makeup wearer, so I'm sure my face looks really either washed out or really red. I did want to say that I am having some tea this morning in my Army Mom and Proud of It mug. I think that's backwards for you guys. I don't know. It's backwards when I put it up there. But the tea I'm drinking is coconut mango oolong tea. And sweet Claudia from Crochet Luna, when she sent my buttons that I ordered, she sent me a packet of tea with each button. And I have been enjoying those teas this week. You know, I really like hot tea. I enjoy a cup of coffee once in a while, but hot tea is just the right thing at any time of day. My daughter and son-in-law have bees, and so they harvest honey. And so I have nice raw honey, and I just dip my spoon in the honey and dip it in my tea, and it just adds the perfect amount of sweetness. You know, I don't like put a big dollop in there, but just a little bit to give it a little sweet, and it's perfect, and it's really enjoyable. So I have a sip right now. Okay, so I'm going to turn this camera around, if I can do that, and I'll show you my other stuff. Okay, so my first finished object is this polka dot blanket that I did in a crochet along with The Secret Yarnery with Krista. I like the way it turned out. I like the colors. It's a lot of fun. So that's my first finished object this week. I have lots of finished objects, obviously. I've been crocheting since February, but that's some of the most recent ones. Some of my other finished objects. I don't know how well you can see them. Sorry if this is making anybody sick or dizzy. These are some stitch markers I made. They're little teapots. And I have some little stitch markers that are like ocean ones. And I have these cute little owls. You know, and yes, I just bought some charms and some lever back earrings and made these little charms. These are in honor of my daughter and son-in-law and Haley Bailey. They have bees. I don't know. There's bees and butterflies and ladybugs. You know, and obviously bees, honey. And Haley Bailey just really likes bugs, so I think that's fun. And then this set is all Christmas ones. You know, so those are just cute little Christmas ornaments, or, you know, Christmas themed. These, I'm actually going to send some of these to Crystal at Bag a Day to put in her giveaway for Christmas. I think that's exciting. This is one of my personal progress keepers. I like all things London too, so I made some of those. And I don't know if I can count them as finished objects, but I tried my hand at winding some yarn yesterday. And so I had these 4 hanks of yarn. They are infusion hand paints. They're 50% wool and 50% acrylic from Universal Yarn. And let's see. I don't think it tells how much. Oh, it does tell how much yardage. There is 291 yards, or 266 meters. They're 100 grams. I got these at Tuesday morning, actually, for the bargain price of $5.99 each. I thought that was pretty good for some nice hand-done yarns. So as you can see, this was my first one I put on there. I didn't hold any tension with my hand, and so it's really big. The second one I put on, I decided to go really fast, is this one. And it flew off of the yarn winder, and that was hilarious. So then I had to unwind what I had done because it wouldn't go back on the winder. And then the last 2 I did actually turned out nice and compact and a normal size. That's just more of my things that I bought to make stitch markers. I'm planning to open an Etsy shop and sell stitch markers, so that's kind of fun. So then we can move on to whips, so works in progress. This is my falling ivy shawl. The pattern is from Hannah at Cozy Cottage Crochet. These were hanks of yarn from Sheep Happens. That's where she got hers, and it is the colors that she made hers in, and I really like the colors, and I decided to order them. The first row I did, it was so sad, I did not put it on the frame before I started undoing the ties, and I had a big tangled up mess, and I had to spend hours untangling it. My husband said, oh, just throw it away and buy another skein. I said, this is really fine hand-dyed, you know, yarn. I am not throwing it away. I am going to fix it, and I did, so I'm happy about that. It is Merino DK, and it is 100% superwash merino, and there's 250 yards in it, or 115 grams. And so I have to have 2 skeins of this color and 1 of this one to make that shawl. And she sent a couple of super cute little, she sent a pumpkin, and then she sent this little falling ivy progress keeper, which I think is really cool. I have tons of works in progress. My other one that I'm working on right now is a giant octopus, and I was inspired to do that by Ella from No Catchy Name. It's in a bag behind me, and I don't want to make you guys puke by moving that around. My acquisitions, so I got 4 skeins of this Karen Simply Soft paints in Sunset Autumn. It's 100% acrylic, and it has 235 yards or 215 meters. And I got this to make a shawl that Sarah Satch had made. I apologize, Sarah, I can't remember the name of the shawl right this minute. Sarah also made a really cute camo hat with reflective orange in it. And so I'm going to make one of those for my son. He's a bow hunter. He hunts turkey and stuff. So I'm going to make him a hat with some reflective orange. My other acquisitions this week, I got these from Polymer Clay Shed. One is an H hook and one is a J. And as you can see, sugar skulls. Claudia, I like them just as much as you do. And then this one is just kind of a Halloween one. I thought that was super cute. Polymer Clay Shed on Etsy. They have several different styles, several different sizes. You can order whatever you want from there. I found this really cool. I was looking for just regular sugar skull fabric, that has sugar skull like that. That's my TJ Maxx bag that I got for 99 cents for a project bag. And I'm going to make some project bags. But this is what I found at Joann's. I probably could have found the other fabric, but my husband was with me, and he is not a shopper. But I did find this really cool Star Wars sugar skulls. I thought that was pretty fun. And then when I was at Hobby Lobby, I found this adorable llama fabric. Is that not just the cutest stuff? Yeah, Claudia, I got a whole yard of this, or actually I think there's a yard and a quarter because I just got what was left on the bolt. I may make a couple of more and send them out to some of my yarny friends because I think they're awesome. I guess I could make them and use them for giveaways too. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for acquisitions. Had I started vlogcasting earlier, there would have been a lot more because I have a lot. Although I did get this book that Claudia recommended, A Living Mystery, The International Art and History of Crochet. And I just think it was really a cool book to have, so I ordered that. It just tells about crochet and how long it's been around. Anyway, I'm going to go back to facing me so I can do a little farewell to this particular podcast.
Okay, so that was my first vlogcast. I know I said podcast. I meant vlogcast. I don't know what I'm supposed to call them. So that was my first one. I hope that if anybody wants to, they'll subscribe so that they can see more of them, and that if you enjoyed watching it or just enjoyed talking about yarn, that you would like it. And I will try to make some more of them. I'm going to try and do one every week, which would be a lot of fun, and then maybe some on special occasions or when I go do things. I don't remember if I said anything about Halloween coming up. I'm actually going to be Professor McGonagall because, yes, I like Harry Potter. And I ordered my McGonagall hat, and I have it. And I cut out my cape, and I need to get it sewn together by Wednesday so I can hand out candy. We just moved into town a couple of years ago, and so I finally have trick-or-treaters to hand candy out to, and I just think that's so fun. You guys have an awesome week, and I appreciate anybody who watches this. I'm sorry about the sound quality and stuff. Like I said, I'm using my iPad because I don't have fancy equipment. I decided I would just jump into this before I spent money on the equipment because it would take me a while to acquire all that fancy equipment. I know that the screen is reflecting in my glasses. I apologize for that too. Anyway, you guys have a lovely week. Remember, Jesus loves you and I do too. And crochet away. Bye.